Hello, my friends. This is another video, another tutorial for you, my friends, and I want to explain my yesterday's potential short position on QQQ, and I will explain why I missed this entry point, and probably I will even make this video public for broader audience, for broader YouTube audience, in order to show to my viewers how I work with my patrons. So guys, yesterday, let's begin with first of all price action before market opens. Yesterday we are, by the way, on QQQ ticker symbol on 1 minute time frame. Before the market opens, we had this decline in its price, and on the pre-market hours we had this price action, and it was a potential ascending channel. Usually these type of channels break to the downside, but this channel was broken to the upside. And I have to admit that this channel before the market opens was a perfect, pretty much perfect channel. But then when market opened, you can see that the price action was extremely choppy, and it was very difficult to decide in which direction this asset might go. And eventually, without the breakout below its previous swing lows, you can see we had higher lows, three consistent higher lows. It went to the upside. And guys, I told you at this very point that potentially bulls won this race. Let me show you this tweet. Wait a second. Market opened. So I think the bulls won for today. I made it at 5:06 on my local time, and it was exactly this point. How I identified that the breakout happened, guys. We have quite similar price action on SPY indices and on QQQ indexes, and right here we were retesting this range, upper range of the same exact channel, and we had a breakout, and this was a clear signal for me to say that bulls won this race. And right after that, guys, this asset was forming this type of pattern. By the way, let's take a look at Meta stock. um, I will show you some details that I shared to Alexei, one of my students, and I showed him and explained this pattern. It is a rising bearish wedge, and I told him that this movement to the upside usually breaks to the downside, and we had a bearish. We have to have this bearish divergence on our side, and I told and I explained to my students that we have to see the breakout below. Let me show you in details. We have to see the breakout below the lower border of this wedge, and it is a range of support. Let me show you again QQQ index, and let's switch again to 1 minute time frame. So uh, according to Elliott wave theory, we have to have five wave structure in each and every wave, and I can easily identify five waves in this movement. Let me do a breakdown. We had first, second, third, fourth, and fifth wave right here. Then we had ABC as a flat correction with the overshooting of a B wave. It was A, B, and C wave with a truncated C wave, and this pattern was very, it was very shallow. That is why I decided not to enter my short position right here, despite the fact that we had a bearish divergence. We had higher highs on price action with a lower highs on our side. I was expecting another, at least one wave to the upside, and it happened, guys. And take a look at these two waves. If you compare this wave and this wave, you can see that they are pretty much identical, this one and this one. They are pretty much identical except the size of these two waves. And I also expected one more. I expected, well, let me show you first all these drawing tools. I connected these two tops when this top was formed. We also had 5-wave structure in this tiny wave. I drew this upper range of resistance and projected as the range of support, and this is how I identified this lower border of the range of support. And guys, I was expecting another leg to the upside. I was expecting this type of movement that should break it. That should break this channel a little bit higher. That is why, take a look right here. This is my yesterday's video that I published for my patrons. As you can see, it is unlisted, and it was published. Wait a second. So we don't have precise time, but I didn't even mention, I didn't even notice that I already basically this asset already broke this channel, and that is why I started to record this video, and I didn't even notice that it went to the downside. So, and how you could, and by the way, guys, I wanted to short this asset by buying SQQQ ticker symbol. It is a leveraged ETF based on QQQ price action, and at this very point, this is the same exact point of yesterday's price action, and I wanted to enter my long position on this asset at 23.35. And guys, as you can see, these two candles, you can find the price of this asset, lowest price under the letter L. And here you can see that it was 23.30. It was it is not the real bottom. I was expecting to enter my long position right here. It was 23.37 and 23.37, but my entry point was 23.35, and my stop loss order was slightly below this bottom, about 0.3%. And yes, my order didn't work. And let me show you even more magic. So let's delete this tool and this tool as well. I want to tell you that from on the smaller scale, we had this entire sideways movement is the first wave. This is the second. This is the third, fourth, and fifth wave to the upside. And because of these guys, we've completed all 5 waves. I can pull FIB retracement tool from the entire bottom to the entire top. And guess what? We hit exactly golden pocket range and had a perfect reaction. It is not a coincidence, it is just a technical analysis and the power of technical analysis. And to be honest, guys, if I took this trade, I would probably leave my position somewhere here, and I could book, let me show you, I could book about 1.7 or 1.8% of potential profit. Yes, 1.7 to 1.8% of potential profit, because I don't like to hold this position for quite a long period of time, and it should take me about uh, 30 minutes of potential trade in total. So, and let me show you even more interesting details. You know that, and I told this to my students, that the ratio in between third wave and fourth wave to the upside in our case, should not exceed 50% retracement. And on this scale, guys, from this top we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves to the downside. And if I project the length, let me show you like this. Let's delete unnecessary tools, and I will show you even more so-called coincidence. If I pull the FIB extension tool from this top to this bottom and project it from not, I didn't want to do it. I wanted to show you the retracement of the fourth wave. In this case, I have to pull FIB retracement tool from this top to this bottom. And guys, it hit exactly 0.5 level. And if it broke this range, we would not see the trend. Probably we would not see the trend continuation. And this is how technical analysis works. And that is why I missed this entry point, because I was anticipating another leg to the upside, and that is why I started to record this video while this asset already broke this channel. So it is what it is. This type of opportunities appears on a daily basis. And guys, for those of you who are not my students, if you want to be a part of my community where I explain on a daily basis a lot of technical analysis, a lot of ticker symbols, and I explain my thoughts and entry points and total sentiment of the market, feel free to join my Patreon. And yes, I think it might be very beneficial for you. So, and for my students, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and just see you in the next video. Bye.